So today, I'm going to take this great big hole that we cut in here to make room for this motor. I've got to create a firewall on the back side of it, and we're going to use an old wheelbarrow to make a firewall. So, yeah, I guess let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to use the side of the wheelbarrow where the handles would come out. I mean, I've got it upside down right now, I know that. But we're not going to use what I'm going to call the spout into the wheelbarrow, because I want this nice curvature right here. And we're probably going to splitting this and narrowing it, but I like this. This is the part I want to see on the doghouse. Now I'm going to have to weld these holes here up, and then we'll decide how far down we got to come. But I have also measured in there that this right here needs to come 4 inches back, and by measuring back behind how much clearance I need, and I know I've stepped off camera to point back at the hole here, but if you look, I decided how much clearance I needed behind the turbo to go start down, to give myself plenty of room for any kind of insulation on the piping, down piping, or any of that kind of stuff. So I've got that. But then I want to come down at an angle. So I've drawn this line here to angle down all the way down the side of it. So I'm going to take my cutoff wheel, my angle grinder, because this is thin metal and it'll go quick and it keeps me a nice straight line. And I'm going to cut this brim off this wheelbarrow. So get that done. Okay, so I've drawn so many lines here that I'm not sure what I'm supposed to cut anymore. Because I was thinking through everything and I'm like, no, that's not right, no, that's not right. And I think I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to make a few cuts here, and then I'm going to cut it right up the middle from here to here, and then just overlap it and see what needs to be cut out. But I think I'm going to cut this line here in the middle, because it's like, I think I should cut this line, but I don't want to make too many cuts without, you can't make it longer, you can only make it shorter. So I'm going to cut this line first, and this is when I was just thinking backwards. But this line here is the one I'm going to cut. And then once I cut it, I'm going to come up to here, then I'm going to cut this across and then cut straight up through here. We'll just overlap this top part for now to see what I got to cut up, because I'm not sure and I don't want to mess up. You know how that goes. So right here, if you look, you can see my overlap right there. And then I've got my line I made down the middle, which I say middle, those were angled, and I've pulled them together to where now it's a straight line in the middle. And this is about the distance I think I'm gonna need for where I'm at. My distance right here that I made the mark on, that 19, it's about spot on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a tack right in here, and maybe a few more tacks just in this area right here before I cut this. And we're gonna set it in there to see where we're at, because, well, I don't know. I think more of this is going to have to be cut off, and I'm figuring that, but I kind of need to have an idea of what's going on and where I'm not fitting at. So, all right, here we go. So I had an idea before I went to shove it in the truck and test and fit and everything. I've got the piece of metal that I cut out of the firewall. So I already know where the firewall used to be just by running this ridge level back around to here. So I took my Sharpie and made lines all the way down through here. So I'm gonna cut this whole piece right here off, I think. I think that'll work just fine. I'm gonna take a couple measurements. I'll go off the firewall there where it is. I'm gonna go in there and look at the truck, but I'm pretty sure this line right here is gonna do it. So before I cut them, I'll double check, but this is what I think I'm gonna do. So yesterday I got a phone call and I had to lock everything up and leave the garage. So I kind of forgot where I was this morning. I had some other things I got to do around the garage. So I'm back, and I went ahead this morning and finished welding up the center of it, and right there, so it's welded up and ground down. There'll be some finish work that has to be done on this, and some putty. And I can already see some daylight through some of them where I've got some holes, so we'll work on that later. It's holding together pretty good. But what I have done, and I'll set it up and show you, but it is windy and really sunny today, and I may even lower the garage door a little bit so you guys can see, because man, you can see it's a white out there. So yeah, let me show you. Okay, so what I've got going on is I've got the old piece I cut out for the firewall, and I've got it set in there, and I actually pushed it in there to where it is level all the way around the front earlier, and I went ahead and drew these lines here. Now, this side I'm coming up a little bit, because this side I'm not sure. This is the side over by the gas pedal. This is going to have to get altered some more, but this side I'm pretty certain it's going to be good. So I made the lines right alongside this with my marker. Now I'm going to cut this up through, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this because I'm going to need it to try to fit in there. And then we'll work on what we got to do to cut the bottom to make it fit. But really, I'm thinking I can fit most of it outside the truck using that piece of firewall, which is nice. So let me cut this. Okay, so this is the part where I have to apologize profusely, and I'll explain. It's dark outside now, and I've been working for a while, and the problem is I went to put the thing up in there and realized I forgot about the downpipe out of the turbo, and that kind of changed the angle I need to put it at. So I had to patch a piece back in there. I cut a little too much out. You cut it again, it keeps getting shorter, so that don't work. So that being said, once I got it in there, well, I couldn't hold the stupid thing in there, so I just finally held it and tacked it. Once I got it tacked one tack, I just went on from there, because well, it kind of is what it is right now. But I'm going to show you what I came up with. So I know I boogered all this, and I'll grind it down, make it look pretty. I'll put some more welds in there. We'll put some Bondo and whatnot, but check this out. Like, I've got enough room to reach in back behind the turbo, and work on the up pipes, I can actually take the turbo bolts loose right here. I can actually get a wrench in there and take them loose. And that way we could remove the turbo with the firewall in place. And that's why I went ahead and welded. This is not going to be removable. If you look through here, and you can't really tell because I've got the old transmission tunnel in right now, but once I cut that out and that is in its place, sorry, these are the up pipes. This down pipe will just whoop, it'll go straight down through there, and then I'll hit a flexi and a 45 at the bottom, and we are golden. So this is good. So that's that part. So now let's see what it looks like from the inside, because this is the part everybody wants to see, because this is the part I was interested in seeing. So not done yet. I got to tie it together, transmission tunnel, and I'm going to make the transmission tunnel removable still. So I got to cut it and do a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. But check that out though. Don't that look good? I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't care if it comes further into these holes right here, because this is the hole I'm concerned about. I actually need to fill that hole in and fill this hole in. So if it comes within a few inches of this big hole right here, I'm fine with that. Don't care. Happy as I can be about it. But I made this piece right here and made the bend match that piece. That was originally flat right there. I gotta gap all that in. I mean, it's ugly. I'll tie it all in. We'll grind it down. We'll put some Acapulco in there. This will look good when it's all said and done. I'll paint it. And then we'll put carpet and rubber over it, and you'll never know. All right? That's how this is supposed to work. Body work, kind of, the first part of it's ugly. But that is a wheelbarrow. And in case you're wondering, that's the orange wheelbarrow, and I haven't put none in the holes yet, because I'm thinking about welding the bolt in from the top side. That way when I do my carpet or whatever, I can make it to where the carpet actually goes up and it hooks on 2 bolts. That way it's got something to help put it in place. The bolts are underneath the dash point. You can't see them, so those would be hidden. And I think, ooh, this is what I'm excited about. Hold on, let me get a tape measure out. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Back to there, 9. Man, I could almost run that vintage air that I want to. Man, I gotta look, because it's 10 inches with the fans on it. So which means if I keep the fans on this side of the doghouse right here, like they'll fit right in there, and then I can put the other vents over into there. I might just do that one rather than do my own vents. That one's got defroster, and that'll take care of that. And yeah, so let's go to the other side and see what the other side looks like. Okay, so this is the side that's far from done, because as you can see, I have still got an exhaust pipe there, and all that's got to miss all that by a good bit. And I'll probably end up cutting that some more up here and coming down on an angle. And the good news is the gas pedal that I have to put in there, it's designed to be mounted at an angle, and a pretty steep angle, might I add. I don't know if you can tell that from here or not, but if I hold it like that, you can. That's the mounting straight on. You can see how the pedals turn, so like that should work okay. If I come up through there and mount that at a pretty steep angle. Let's hold this in here. Something like that. I mean, that might actually just work. Guys, this might work. Crazy how that happens, huh? So, yeah, still got some work to do there. And I know that wheelbarrow is not center of the cab. I know it's not. It is center of the, ooh, I got stuff I'm tripping over. It is where the inline portion of it came in. That is the factory cutout for maybe the inline 6 or whatever else later on. I think in the last few years actually ran a DT in these. So this right here allows me to use the original ridge of the truck and put that wheelbarrow in there, so that gives me enough room for everything I need. I mean, that gives me miles of room. To be honest with you, I'm like really happy with how much room I have to do everything now. And this right here, to get my turbo mouth, like I'm probably going to end up cutting this right here and shaping something into this, coming over and like down and shaping a curvature back into that. So we still got some work to do, and it's okay, but that's where the fun part goes. So we have now made a doghouse out of a wheelbarrow. The rest of it's patch metal work. So guys, I appreciate you watching this one. I know, not super, and I know it's not completely done. I got to finish tying some other sheet metal and stuff in, but you'll get the idea. And I'll go over a lot of the finished products of this as I go through it. So if you want to see what comes next on this thing and what pieces and parts we keep working in there, see, now the engine will come out, and then we'll do the body working and painting everything, and probably pull the dash completely out. And I got some stuff I got to fix with the vents where they've rusted out that gets water in it. So yeah, so if you want to see it all, hit that subscribe button, follow along. That'll make it easy for you. Give me a like, none of which costs you anything. Matter of fact, you can turn the bell off. I'm okay with that. I don't care. But eventually this thing's going to run, and however crude you might think some of my methods are, I'll make it look good in the end, good enough, and it'll run and drive. I'm certain of that, hands down. I got that. It'll run and drive. So guys, we'll see you until the next one.